Welcome back. My name is Sharon, and I am a busy mom that is so glad that you are here. Today we're going to piggyback on last week's topic, which was about planning a successful month, and we're going to talk specifically about how to plan a successful week and some of my tips and tricks for taking advantage of your map book to organize yourself and to make sure that you're tapping into all of your priorities. So I typically plan my week on Friday or Sunday, which sounds random, but if I have had kind of a typical work week, I find that Friday afternoon I'm thinking about the week, like what needs to happen the following week. So if I'm having a pretty calm week, I will sometimes plan on Friday. Most of the time though, life strikes and busy mom, and I wake up early on Sunday mornings and use that time to actually plan out my week and what I want to have happen. So the first thing that I do when I'm planning my week is I review my monthly goals. And again, we talked about this in the last episode, but I review those and decide what action steps do I need to take this week to move that monthly goal forward. Then I walk through my notebook and I really work to plan out all the priorities that I have for the week. So the first thing that I do is I literally list out the things that matter that week. So if nothing else gets done, what are the two things that matter the most? A lot of times I find those have to do with my family and with my kids, and those are the big priorities. And when a week feels overwhelming, it's so nice to look back at that and remind yourself, okay, these are the priorities. Just make sure you're putting your attention here and you will have a successful week. On my weekly page, I also plan out my workouts for the week and my lunch for the week, just so it's thought about once and it's done. And then I actually tap into my 3-year vision that I have for myself. This is a document. I could do a whole other episode on this, and maybe I will if you're interested in learning more. But I have a 3-year vision for myself, and I break that up into 5 different categories. So every week I'm going back to that vision and thinking, okay, what could I do this week to help me get there faster? What are some high leverage strategies I could do to kind of move the mark, if you will? I found that to be so helpful. As I'm talking, I feel like this needs to be an episode because I'd love to share more about that process with you. It's really cool. Again, then I have a family focus because I am a mom of 2 kids. I'm a small business mom. There's a lot going on all the time. So I have sort of usually 1 or 2 bullets of things that are the priority when I'm at home and when I'm with my family. And then I list my personal to-dos for the week. Now, those are for the week, not for the day. So they usually are kind of more general. If I'm taking like a course or if I need to read a book for a book club or something like that, that's on my personal list. And then I also have a list for my coaching business. And then I have a list for my photography business. And that's all listed out on 2 pages. So I will literally have like 2 pages. And that is how I plan my week. And then I use that as a launch board to plan my individual day. So I look at the weekly page every single day as I'm planning out the priorities for that day and what needs to get done. But we'll chat about that more in next week's episode. So on the podcast this week, you can check out my plan for this actual coming week. And I am going to also be sharing how I tap into my annual goals with my weekly planning to make sure that I'm not losing sight of those. And again, in next week's episode, I'm going to be sharing now how I went from my monthly plan to my weekly plan, now to my daily plan, and how I plan my day in 5 minutes or less. I promise you, once you kind of get into the swing of it, into the process of it, it's quick and easy and painless. And we're going to talk about how to make sure that you're hitting your priorities each and every day so that you're making progress on those big, important goals. As always, be sure to subscribe on my mailing list below. I send out personal growth for busy moms once a week. It is delivered right to your inbox, and in 2 minutes or less, you can get a tidbit for the week and an action step that you can implement right away. So be sure to check that out. If you want to follow me in between episodes, you can find me at Sharon Ligier Coaching on Instagram or my website, SharonLigierCoaching.com, which gives you more information about me and about some of my services. Also, if you are not familiar with the map book, which I referenced several times in this episode and previous episodes, you are definitely going to want to check out the link below. It is a quick start to creating your own 99-cent notebook to organize all the things. I swear by it. So if you're interested, be sure to check that out on the link below. That's it for today. Have a great day, Mama.